Hey guys, what is up? It is Jim here, and today we have the first gun of 2018, and this is the LEGO M1 Thompson. So this gun has been requested for I don't even know how long. So I finally made it for the first time actually, and I'm actually really happy with the way this gun turned out, and I'm sorry you had to wait for so long for a video, but here I am, finally recording this. So yeah, let's just go over it. So here we have the stock, which has a really long slope, which is kind of not correct since it should have some differences. So it looks kind of small, but it's supposed to have a slope change right in the middle here. So that's why it looks so small, but it fits perfectly fine on my shoulders. So it's just for the detail. It would have been better if I had that slope. So yeah. But it does fit pretty well. It has the nice slope up on the top here. You can see the way it's kind of connected. It's supposed to be wood, but it's Lego. Here we have the grip, which may seem kind of massive, but that is because it should be like that. I mean, I tried to size it to the stock, so it should be as it is, but it is actually pretty comfortable. It does look kind of weird on the back, but it's accurate. It's what it should be, so no worries. So here's the working trigger, the safety and fire sector. So this would be safety, this will be fire, that would be semi-automatic, and that would be full automatic. We also have the magazine release, which doesn't really work because there's no space for it to work, because the trigger takes up a lot of the internals. So I just had to stick with some plates that just kind of hold it in from the top there. So here's the magazine, 20 round box magazine. I believe it fires 9mm, so it has 2 studs on the back and 3 studs in the front. So the 2 studs in the back are for going into the rail that is on the trigger guard, just so that the magazine can slide in really easily and you won't really have any problems reloading. So I believe this little thing on the side is an access to the mechanism, but I just use it to put the mag in. So we have some different dimensions in this gun. As you can tell, we have 6 studs here, so we have 4, 6, and 4. And I think this is the right dimensions. Could be maybe 5 instead of 6, but I did have to go with 6 so I could get these details in the back here right. So you can see it's made with cheese slopes and some plates and brackets just to hold it on, and it just looks really, really good. I'm super happy with the way it turned out. So on the other side here we have the charging handle and the bolt. So you can pull it back and you can see the rubber band attachment in the ejection port, which I did have to use a different rubber band attachment than I usually do, because there's like one brick of space right here that I had to work with, and it was really, really tricky. It took me a really long time to figure out, but yeah, you can't really see any magazine through there because of the space, and it had to be sturdy, and it is actually quite sturdy. You would think that this thin part right here, which could probably be 3 studs, but I think it would be a bit too wide. You'd think it would be unsturdy, but it's not really unsturdy. So I just put some plates on the sides to try to mimic a transition. So here we have the handguard, which is of course supposed to be wooden as well. I don't really have those pieces. So it has these kind of grooves on the sides, which I guess are for your fingers to go in when you're holding the gun to reduce recoil and increase control. That's just my guess, at least. So you can see the barrel up in the top here that goes up to the muzzle brake, which I tried to do as best as I could. And then we have the front sight, which should in theory be thinner, but I had no plates to do that. Same with the backside, with the protecting walls. They should actually be like half a stud thinner, but I have no plates to do that with, so they have to be this thick, but it still looks good when you aim down the sights. So that is pretty much it for this gun. It's first gun of 2018, and I really hope for some good times for this channel in this year, because last year wasn't the greatest. But let's just try to make this year a bit better. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought. Make sure to request some more guns down below, and I'll see you guys. Goodbye.